Rivers State local government election, which is still on the front burner as we speak. Just as you are aware, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has sworn in 23 newly elected local government chairmen in Rivers State. The exercise held at the Executive Council chambers of the Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital, yesterday. Now, this comes a day after the Rivers State Independent National Electoral Commission conducted an election at the grassroots. Fubara, who gave assurance that he is still a member of the PDP, however, said that a desperate situation requires desperate action. Earlier on Sunday, RSIEC issued certificates of return to the newly elected local government chairman. Well, after the exercise held amidst heightened tension, the Action People's Party, APP, won 22 chairmanship positions out of 23 in the oil-rich states. Now let's move over to have a feel of what the Rivers State chairman did say. That's Aldofolo's Enebili, where he was presenting the certificate of return to the newly elected local government chairman.
I hand over this certificate of return to Ruben Vincent Obu, Chairman-elect of Abodo local government area. Congratulations. Congratulations. Elect. Yes. Congratulations. Odimabo Torukwen. Pastor. Oops. Yes.
Okay, we are okay, just wait there. Once they are done, they'll be coming.
Now, that was what happened during the course of the election after the results had been panned out already. Now, we also saw a situation that happened during the early hours of Saturday morning where we saw that APC Secretariat got bombed, and that, of course, generated reactions in the political space regarding the outcome of the election. What could have happened? What transpired? What led to all of this, violent situation happen at some point on Saturday? Well, joining me to have more conversation on this, it joins me from Port Harcourt this morning is Mr. Darlington Ugbe. He is a broadcast journalist and he joins me live virtually. Good morning, Darlington, if you can hear me.
Is it okay?
Good morning. Welcome, Darlington. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Now, can you give me a situation of things happening currently in Rivers State as we speak after the election?
Okay, currently, first and foremost, thank you, viewers. Thank you, presenter. Currently, the police spokesperson in person of Eringi Koko, that's the police the PRO, has just issued a statement now that all the local government, 23 local government areas should be open so that the newly elected chairman should will go into the secretariat and resume their duties.
Right. And
And
yesterday,
as it sits
okay,
now,
please go ahead.
can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Please go ahead, Darlington.
So as it is now, there is peace, there is jubilation, all over the states. People are happy, they are chanting songs of liberation from the hands of the undemocratic element. So everything is moving fine. The whole atmosphere is fantastic, is bubbling, business is going, because during the election, people are just thanking God because during the election, there were some palpable fears. There were bombs thrown in the Obiakpo local government where I reside. Around 3 a.m. we had a big bang. But we thank God it only shattered the generating room. There was no life lost. So those were the anti-democratic element to make people not to come out for the election.
Now,
But
speaking
we
about
thank
the
God,
bombing.
so many people came out and.
Yes. Okay, because I was going to ask, speaking about the bombing that happened during the course of the wee hours of the morning on Saturday or in APC Secretariat, did that deter persons from coming out to exercise their franchise on that day?
Yes, like as I said earlier, those bombing, the one that happened in Obiakpo section of the Secretariat and the APC factional office were just, antics of the anti-democratic element to, institute fears in the minds of Rivers people not to be able to come out and perform their civic rights. But we thank God everything went smoothly. There was no police, but they used a local vigilantes. And if you check well, about 17 political parties participated. You are also aware of the division in APC and even the PDP, because in the national, the PDP gave backing for the election. If you go to the come to the state were against the election, and you find out that the APC and the PDP in Rivers State formed an alliance, and they were all demonstrating up and down, and but we thank God everything went on smoothly. So there is division. Yesterday, the governor swore in the 23 local government chairman, and you find out that the PDP governors forum chairman was also there, and so many people were there. So, like the governor said, he said they have to take this measure because there was abnormal, movement. So they have to take the measure as it were.
Interesting. Now let's talk about the political feud between the sitting governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and the former governor of the state, who also happens to be the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. Regarding all of this, do you sense a bit of betrayal happening? And what are some of the things that's contributed to the prolonged, the protracted violence and feud between the governor and, of course, his godfather, sort of? If you can hear me, Darlington. Yes.
You see, if you look at it, it depends on the angle you are coming from, because everybody, every institution, have stages. The former governor has already finished his own tenure, and now came in a new governor. So it is expected that they should allow him to, govern the people of Rivers State, because he is the one that took out of office. And if anything happens, they will hold him responsible and accountable. So, to me, I didn't see any sense of betrayal whatsoever, because if he continues, to do anti-will of the people will hold him accountable. So, it has happened in several places. Is it only Rivers State that you have a governor that was brought in by the predecessor? Do we have governors everywhere in Akwa Ibom, in Bayelsa? But you are not seeing all these things. So, to me, it's just one person trying to hold the entire state to ransom. But the governor, in his wisdom, decided to use peace to follow them. They've done so many things that will warrant calling of state of emergency in Rivers State. But the governor has been so peaceful. He has been carrying out projects. He has been doing wonderful things. So, as it stands currently, there is nothing like betrayal. Those people, the same people that are saying they should hold election, they are the same people that are saying the election should not hold again. So I don't know why they are talking from both sides of their mouth. They said there should be election. Somewhere along the line, they said there should not be election as well. You understand that election did not follow the processes and all that, and they went to court. And before that, you are also aware that the Supreme Court has already said that all the parties involved should go and organize the election within 90 days. So where is High Court judgment coming from and all that? And if you look at the judgment per se, the judge didn't say they should not hold election. Rather, he said the police should not partake, the DSS and all the federal institutions. But the election went on peacefully. And today, we have legal LGA chairman.
Now let's talk about the role of the police, just as he has mentioned. We saw that the Federal High Court in Abuja ordered the police to stay away from participating in that day, considering the fact that it is also part of your constitutional right to be involved in the electoral process. So, interestingly, on Saturday, there was no policing at all. There was no presence of any police whatsoever. What did that, to you, what does it mean? And how did you see that?
Actually, I wouldn't want to say police is not needed. We need police. You understand? But without their presence that day, it was so peaceful, very peaceful. We recorded some shooting, but no lost. No single life was reportedly lost. Every polling unit, there was a massive turnout. People were moving about freely, casting their votes, and everything went on smoothly. So I will not undermine the role of police, but then their absence in this election will go of Nigeria history, that there was a free and fair election organized in Rivers State or in Nigeria without the police present, and it was very peaceful. No killings, nothing like ballot snatching and all that. Everything went on smoothly, and the citizenry, felt sense of belonging. They did not feel any sense of intimidation. Although later in the evening, we heard that some policemen were shooting sporadically, trying to cut away ballot boxes. I wouldn't, establish much on that because I didn't see it, but I heard it over the radio. Even the special assistant to the governor on electronic media said they came to his polling unit, JAJ, that they came to his polling unit to remove those materials and all that. But at the end, everything went on smoothly. So the Rivers State citizenry, they are, in the atmosphere of thanksgiving to God Almighty for a successful LG election.
Atmosphere of Thanksgiving indeed. Now, would it be right to say we saw some anti-party activities happen during the course of the election, especially from the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara? Interestingly, we saw Alhaji Atiku Abubakar come out to congratulate him and the River State people for a success of the local government election. And also yesterday as well, during the course of the returning of the certificates to the newly appointed local government chairman, Mohammed, the chairman of the Planners Forum there, excited and all jubilant of the outcome of the election. What does this for the PDP in the state and River State people, and also democracy in general?
You see, let me tell you, we must be sincere in, when we discuss all these things. Definitely, there's no way you expect the people from the governor's camp to participate under PDP, because the structure of the PDP has been seized by the minister of FCT. He has seized the structure. So the people that contested, they tried to register in PDP validations and all that, but they were denied. So they have to move to another political party and, exercise their right. So the governor reiterated it yesterday that he is still a member of PDP. He has never become from PDP. Like as I said earlier, you also saw the governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, in that swearing-in ceremony. He was there, and the Commissioner for Information also reiterated that they lost because, they are at the losing side because PDP did not contest that election, which if they had did, they ought to also won, but they did not participate. So to me, I'm not seeing any anti-party, because when you cannot be beating a baby and as well telling the baby not to cry. So that is the situation in Rivers State. The governor still remain in PDP, and if you check properly, you can also find out that the chairman of the local government, they are independent as it is currently, because the Supreme Court has also given them autonomy to be on their own. So the chairmen are on their own.
Okay, so over time, we've seen different exchange of words from the current governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and his former predecessor, sort of, so to say, that's the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, exchange words and say a lot of things. And one of those things that the FCT minister said is the fact that the structure he has put in place in River State cannot be shattered. Now, with the outcome of this and with what he said, is there a link to it, or have you seen the structure being shattered and broken already?
The structure, the governor have already gotten his own structure. The LG chairman that he has just instituted is foot soldiers going on. You understand? So if the situation remains like this, if the PDP governors remain adamant and invariably the governor, they come to any other party, there is every tendency that River State is going to lose PDP. There's every tendency, because no man has monopoly of violence or maybe financial prowess. They are all human beings, and I tell you, the entire River State, they, 100% with the current governor as it is.
Now let's talk about the implications. Okay, go ahead, please.
I said the exchange of banters between both of them continues, until they will realize, because as it is currently, the people that are suffering it are the citizen of River State, and that is not healthy for the political development in the state. And everybody have spoken in the same line that both of them should come to terms and chant a way forward towards the development of the state. Because if you check the whole thing, it's so disgusting. Why is it that River State is always on the news? Why? You check other states. The same day that River State did election, Akwa Ibom did, and some other states, and there was no interference. I also saw the Senate President voting in Akwa Ibom. So I don't know why the situation of Rivers is always like that, always rancors, bitterness, and fight, always in the news for the bad reasons, not for the good reason. But I thank God for the governor. He has told peace, and everything is moving smoothly.
Now, there's a popular saying that says, when two elephant fights, the grass tends to suffer for it. Right now, we have seen the two political bigwigs in what's happening in Rivers State. Now, the people in particular, who should be the main focus, who should enjoy good governance? Would it be right to say that has been going on in Rivers State, or is just this distractions we see happening in the state?
As I said earlier, the governor is embarking on project big as it is. He's embarking on projects, is affecting the life of the people. And this, if you check well, the LG election, local government election, is the people's election. The local government is very close to the people, and as such, the people need the local government for development. It will, impact on their life. So that's why we see those people that are saying they should not organize local government election as anti-democrats. But thank God the governor has taken the bull by horn, and everything is moving on. If you watch the swearing in yesterday, he charged the LG chairman to, work towards the development of the people, ensure that the people are the major benefit of this LG autonomy. He also emphatically stated that he will monitor the election. What's it called? He will monitor the activities of the local government chairman, because he cannot afford to feel at this time that they should do everything humanly possible to ensure that the people benefit from the commonwealth of the state. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's working despite the distraction. But I must commend the governor for being resolute despite the rancor, despite the distractions. He has been so firm.
Now let's talk about the implication of this election result and the outcome and the implication is going to have for the national level and also the state level as well in 2027. Do you think this is going to shape the outcome of the election moving forward in 2027?
You see, this is why we are calling for proper electoral reform and constitutional reform as well, because these things, they are shabby. We need to put everything in proper perspective. Until these things I mentioned are properly done, the election in this part of the world will remain, sham. It will continue to go to court thing instead of us, getting it right. But what baffles me is that these are leaders, they travel out, they witness the elections in other parts of the world. It is not done this way. People-oriented, developmental, points are being, scored. But in this part, we discuss human being, we discuss personality, we discuss character instead of discussing projects, discussing things that would benefit the people. So that is major problem we're having in this part of the world. So this election that they just concluded, definitely there must be an impact. Like as I told you earlier, it has its own full soldier in all. Remember when the FCT minister, the government, what he did for was to institute the GDI, Grassroots Development Initiative, in all the 23 local government areas, and he empowered them with bosses and all that. Those were his full soldiers that are also with Fubara today. They were with him before. They were with him before. They were his full soldiers.
Interesting.
Today, everything has fallen apart.
Yes. So you said something regarding local government fast becoming a sham in the country. Going forward to help stop all of this. Do you think INEC should be given the jurisdiction to conduct local government election in Nigeria?
You see, given INEC the jurisdiction is also a big problem. Have they done well? That is the question. Look at the election that just ended in Rivers State. The RITSIEC, headed by Justice Adolfo Enebe, in the voter registration. Then why the INEC in Rivers State are saying, when you look at the whole thing, you're confused. Because, you keep seeing abracadabra in our electoral. So, what is place? If it's okay, INEC should organize. It will become a national institution that will be influenced by also the national what we are seeing. If you ask me, let's electoral reform. When we have, there will be a proper election. What we are seeing now is just sham. If you are going to farm, if you that fell on the road, you will remove the first before the dam. So with there is nothing that will. That is.
Now, in your own words, what do you think should be the final solution of the political issue we have been seeing out in Rivers? The state always been in the reasons over the past few months per se. Solve all of the
we still like this. The former governor of Ambode, and both of them, I think they fell apart. Anything. All we heard is that Ambode did not continue. So there are things the FCT minister to play mature game. He should play a mature. Allow the governor to rule. Those anti-democratic elements that are following him from Rivers State affair. Let the state move forward. Allow the man to rule. After 4 years, he should go to solution. They should play mature. The people of Rivers State that won't suffer. Business are suffering. People are running. There's palpable fear. If you are coming into Rivers State, the news you will hear what we are seeing here. Because it looks like a detonating bomb everywhere.
Now, speaking about the FCT minister, yes, speaking about the FCT, see him challenging the outcome of this election.
They are already on their way to court. State has the highest court case as a stand. Over 40 and more is coming. So they are already on the reported by Punch this morning.
Okay, let's talk about newly elected officials. What should they expect from them for the good and governance of the states, number one, and also that people truly enjoy politics and good governance as it should be. What should electors expect from them moving forward?
Just like I repeated earlier, governor has, you know, stated that they should carry out projects that will affect the riverine or the rivers indigene positively. That is governor told them what the citizens expect from them to carry out projects and human capital projects that positively make the state move now to the next level. That is what we are expecting from them.
Right. Okay. I really must thank you, Mr. Darlington Ugbe, for being part of the conversation